So after the students hear the background story, they should find this piece of paper somewhere pretty obvious in the room. The first equation is sodium chloride is formed. If they balance that, they should have the coefficients 2, 1, 2, which opens a small pencil box, which is also hidden around the room. If they do the second one, which is methanol is burned, the coefficients for that, if they balance that, the coefficients will be 2, 3, 2, 4, and that will open a number lock on the main box. On the back of that first sheet of paper is this problem. It's a physics problem, and it says a rocket is launched at a 67-degree angle at 101.14 meters per second. Find the time it takes to reach the ground. If they solve it correctly, they should get 19 seconds for the time, and 19s is something that helps solve the puzzle that's in the small box that's hidden around the room. So this is the piece of paper that they will find in this small pencil box that's hidden, along with a flashlight that can see invisible ink. But focusing on this, this is a crossword puzzle. Thankfully, they don't need to solve the whole thing, but the answer that they got to the physics problem should help them solve this. So if we look a little bit closer at the paper, it looks like down is crossed out and it says south. And if you go back to the physics problem that the students just completed, their answer should have been 19 seconds, or 19s, also like 19 south, or 19 down. So if you go to 19 down, it reads like helium, neon, or argon, but not necessarily xenon. And the answer to that is radon. And radon will open a word lock on the main box. So this piece of paper should also be hidden somewhere around the room, preferably hidden somewhere well. And after the students have completed the other puzzles or they've just been looking around, they should find this. And it is a picture of a plant cell and an animal cell, and on it it says the difference is clear. Now in the small box that had the crossword puzzle, there was also a flashlight that sees invisible ink. So clear and invisible, it kind of goes together, and they should use the flashlight on this piece of paper. Under the flashlight, you can see that two things are circled in invisible ink, and these are the chloroplasts, which is a main component of a plant cell that is not in an animal cell. So that is one of the differences, and that is in clear ink. Because chloroplast is too long to fit into one of the word locks, there is this written in invisible ink on the back of the picture of the cells. And this says the combo is HCAR. Now those are all letters in the word chloroplast. So H is the second letter, C is the first letter, A is the ninth letter, and R is the fifth letter. So the numbers corresponding with those letters are 2, 1, 9, 5, and that opens a number lock on the main box. So after all that is finished, there is one more lock remaining on the box, and that is a word lock, and this is the clue to solve it. So this should be posted on the ceiling of the classroom, and to make it easier, you could also do a dark blue piece of paper with white stars on it, or you could attach it to a light and cut holes out in these spots. But basically, this is the constellation Orion, and because it's on the ceiling, students should connect it with the night sky along with the stars. So Orion is the word to open the lock on the main box. So after they open the final lock, they should open up the box and see this piece of paper, which they will read out loud, and it says, "Beam me up, Scotty," and it is a Star Trek reference, and it also is a reference to the aliens that are part of our background in this Breakout project. So once they read that, then the game is over and they've successfully finished the task.